Welcome back. Just before 8 o'clock, time now for Getting Real with Real Estate. Justus Smith is here. Andrew Rink mailing it in.
Yeah.
It's Friday. I get it. We're talking about winterizing your home now. There's going to be thousands of new homeowners this year that have moved in. Maybe you haven't gone through the winter weather yet. You've got some tips for them to prepare to make sure that they can save money on some of the utility bills they're going to have. Yeah,
some of it's it's a seasonal thing. People who have been in their house for a long time, they might know the drill. But if this is your first winter in your house, maybe there's some ideas here that might help you. Oldie but a goodie. Wrapping the windows. If you got some older windows, putting some of this shrink wrap on. I don't know if we have a picture of that.
Now this shrink wrap, what would it do? Like you just put it on the outside of the window, or
you put it on the outside, and then when you put it on with a self-adhesive tape, you use a blow dryer. It shrinks up tight as a drum, and it's virtually invisible. So if you have windows that draft a lot, that's a good idea.
Now, do you take it off after winter, like in the spring?
Yeah, especially if you have windows that you want to open, then you need to.
Okay, so you would have to open it, okay.
Yeah, so they come up. If you got some plugs that maybe that's a good spot that they draft from, just these little insulation covers, just take off the plate, put that on, put the plate back, and that stops a lot of the drafts.
Oh, that's handy.
If you walk around your house with maybe an incense stick, you'll see, maybe just follow the smoke. You'll know where it's drafting from.
You can see where the draft's coming in, okay.
That's right. Pretty good rule of thumb, if you're looking at a door and you see light around it, you probably know that if light's getting in, so is air. You can, spray foam. You gotta be careful with this stuff. Do it where it's not visible, because it kind of looks unsightly, and when you go to sell your house, that's not something that people necessarily want to see. Last quick tip for great one is ceiling fans. So few people, you use that during the summer.
Like a ceiling fan that cools your house.
It cools your house, and,
okay.
it pushes the air down, and it gives you a nice draft in the summertime. But in the winter, if you reverse the direction, just keep it on the low speed. What it'll do is it'll pull air up, and then it'll disperse the air because hot air rises. You want to move that hot air down, and that's going to really help warm your house.
That's a great tip. You were saying before we came here to the segment that 30% of the homes right now on the market are actually vacant, that people are trying to sell, and a lot of them they're not necessarily heated.
Yeah, well, there's people are trying to, I've been talking about money-saving tips. A lot of sellers are trying to, especially if they're not living in that house, they're trying to save money, and they're trying to, maybe let the temperature drop as much as possible so that the pipes don't freeze. But if you're trying to sell your house, you got to spend some money to make some money. Because I'll tell you, when I go into some of those houses with buyers, and you walk in and the temperature is almost as cold inside as out, it doesn't make for a warm feeling of being at home. It's really uncomfortable.
Oh, for sure. That'd be really chilly, yeah. It's
awkward. Buyers can't, picture themselves in a warm environment in that house, and you're not doing yourself any favors. So just keep your house warm, create a cozy atmosphere.
And it's going to help you in the long run because you're getting a little more money for your house too, right?
You are, absolutely, and just don't have a fire in the fireplace going. I showed a house that a seller had staged a fire.
Yeah.
Showed that to a fireman. He was not impressed.
Justus Smith, always a pleasure. Very informative. Thank you so much for being here this morning. PropertyPartnersRealty.com. If you need help in the real estate market, you can contact Justus Smith or Andrew Rink.